from what you're about to see in this episode is a massive no-no in the hot hatch world. But in the TCR world, it makes perfect sense. Don't worry, there's method behind my madness, so go easy in the comments. The latest mod that I've done to the Golf GTI is this. No, it's not something my missus keeps in the bottom bedroom drawer, although it does look like that, but it is a Witter tow bar, which is detachable, but it's also opened up a can of worms because we now need to adapt this. If you remember in one of the last videos, we fitted this rear diffuser. Now, because I've actually had to have the bumper cut, this now doesn't fit, so we're going to have to get a Dremel on this, jig it out in certain areas and offer it back up and potentially lose this piece and put 2 additional ones in. So with all that said and done and all the waffle, let's attempt to make this diffuser fit with a tow bar on a Golf GTI. Now you may have noticed to a certain degree the bumper has been cut here. If I'd have gone for a Westphalia tow bar, I would have lost the honeycomb and it would have had to gone up and you would have seen everything. What I like about the Witter one is the electric hide for one, and it looks a bit more sleek. So now we've got to offer the diffuser up, mark out where this is cut and use a Dremel to cut the rest of it back out and hopefully get it fitting with that, because I don't want to lose the rear diffuser. Now I've roughly masked the lines where we need to cut. I need to unbolt this, mask across, and we're going to get a Dremel and try and cut it out. The only concern I've got is I'm losing one of the major fixing holes there, so you might have to add another few in, and I just don't want it to be flapping around. So we'll find a way to do it, but doing it the correct way is another story. So let's remove these. With this now masked out, we can roughly draw on where we need to make the incision, and all that needs cutting out. So now we've marked where we're cutting, it's time to get the Dremel and whiz this out. Now one of the problems I've actually got is the diffuser's fitted, but when I pop the electrics down, when I lift this, it's fouling this and it's making this bend up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unbolt the actual socket, I'm going to spin it in the opposite direction so the flap comes down, and it won't matter so much because it'll only be down when it's plugged in, and it won't be hanging down, it'll be hanging flat along with it. So we're going to unbolt this, spin it round, and then hopefully that should get rid of our issues. It is bent up a little bit, but I don't really know how I'm going to get around that without completely ditching the diffuser. And to be honest, that's something I can live with because the tow bar is not going to be on the car all the time. This gap, however, I'm going to get some rubber sort of infill piece to hide this because it will begin to annoy me. But I think that's the only way we can get around that for now. I think it feels a little blank, so I'm going to get Keith from KSB to make me another one of these so I can literally, basically, get another one of those done and put it there, so that way when this is off it still looks complete. Unless I make this detachable where I can slide it on when I take this off, but I just think that's going to take a lot of messing around. It'd be easy to get another one of these done and then at least I can leave it on the whole time, and when this is gone it'll look in proportion. So with all that said, that's how to make a diffuser sort of fit with a tow bar. It will get better once I've had this infill piece made, and I'll show you it then. But other than that, I'll join you back in the garage. I'm sure there's going to be many people saying, why the hell have you put a tow bar on a Golf GTI? It's not for bike racks, although it can be used for bike racks, but it's mainly for, if you follow the channel, I am building a VTEC Mini, but other than that, I have got a classic Mini that I've fully restored, and I do take it to a lot of shows. It's not a trailer queen, however, I don't want to put all my money into a 4x4 and not have a fast car. So the idea is, when I do need to trailer it, i.e. take this to be sprayed or other projects, rather than me paying someone £150 each way to do it, I can rent a trailer for 35 quid off my friend down the road, whack the car on and move it myself. The first tow trip on that car will be getting done in 2 weeks when it's International Mini Meet in Bristol. So my Mini will be on the back of it, and I'll be sure to post some videos and pictures of it on my Instagram if you want to follow it here, and you can actually see a GTI pulling a car. The sad thing is, I'm going to have to pick up the fuel bill, and I think the fuel consumption at the moment, the best I've had on the motorway is 50 to the gallon, but that was in a 50 zone. The worst I've had on the motorway is about 27. So if I'm pulling, obviously the speed's going to be lower, but I reckon the MPG is going to really suffer. It's going to break the bank, but it's just sort of a one-off thing that I wanted to do, and I've always thought it looked pretty cool with a red GTI pulling a red classic Mini. Next up, all I've got to do is speak to Keith from KSB Auto Styling, see if he can send me another one of these up. I'll have to get one made, and then that way it'll look more uniform. It's just sad that I can't get rid of that little wave in the middle. Something I'm going to have to live with if I want the diffuser, unless I go down the custom route, which is highly unlikely because it's just dead money that I'm never going to get back. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this little quick install video of a tow bar and a GTI. You've probably never seen it before. I've seen one car with it on, and yeah, that's what sold it to me. But if this is the first time you've seen this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like because it does help, and other than that guys, make sure you do everything in style. See you later.